we all have, and a lot of times we're unaware that this thing that we have is really preventing us from getting to our goals, from losing weight, from getting to that next level or achieving that goal. And it's not procrastination, which a lot of us do, but what it is our ego. And we all have an ego. It's just that the ego gets a little out of control, and we don't really spend the time to downplay our ego. We let it take hold of us, and we let it reprogram us and program us throughout our lives. And what happens is our ego runs the show. It runs our life. It really does. So if we can learn to limit or drop the ego by being a little more mindful, being aware of what we're feeling, and being able to distinguish or determine when we're thinking out of our ego or when we're actually thinking in our body in the present moment. Those are the two things that are really going to make that switch for you, So when it comes to something like weight loss, for example, it's not just about going through the motions and the exercise and the nutrition. Obviously, those are huge components of it, and you need to take some sort of action in order to lose weight, right? You need to eat less and either exercise more if you're not doing anything, or switch it up, or whatever it is, okay? So it's a mix of those two things. But the third component, and a lot of fitness gurus, personal trainers, stuff like that, they will focus on mindfulness and mindset and things like that. But I feel like nobody truly focuses on how much we live out of our ego day to day. So when we live out of our ego, what happens is we make decisions that are not so great for us. We listen to our heads too much. We don't listen to what we truly want, because what the ego does, it makes decisions based on things that happened in our past. So our ego can really prevent us from something like weight loss. So say, in second grade, somebody told us we were fat or chubby or something like that. That will stick with us for our whole lives. It'll stick with us our whole lives. Or say, it was Thanksgiving 2 years ago, and your mother said something to you that made you feel very insecure. And what happened now is that you're going through your life re-experiencing those things. A lot of people, especially people who are self-conscious, who do feel like they're really overweight, they're obviously a little intimidated sometimes going to the gym, seeing people who are in better shape than them. And they have that intimidation factor. So sometimes they won't even do it, or they'll start a program, and what happens is they won't follow through because they feel like it's so out of reach and that sort of thing. They feel like it's unattainable for themselves. So a lot of times what's happening is that person, or if you feel like you're really overweight, or you feel like you're just not good enough, that's all thinking out of your ego. That is all thinking out of your ego. That is not who you truly are. Now you could change that. You can get out of your ego. So your ego is going to want to take over. It's going to want to say, hey, in second grade, I ran a lap and I was so out of breath, all the kids laughed at me. And I'm scared that that's going to happen again. So my ego is going to try to protect me from that ever happening again, because I don't want to go through that embarrassment ever again, because that really affected me and it really made me feel crappy. So what it comes down to really is we don't want to feel shitty. We don't want to feel crappy. So our bodies and our egos will do everything it can to prevent us from feeling crappy, to prevent us from that feeling that we had in maybe second grade or last year around the dinner table with our family. our ego will try to protect us in that manner. And that's where a lot of people get hung up. It's of course going out of the comfort zone a little bit, but it's also recognizing when the ego is talking to you and why you have those limiting beliefs about yourself, or why you're scared to do something, or why you feel so intimidated by it. Is it based because other people are going to laugh at you, they're going to look at you? And I'll say, hey, probably 98, 99% of the time, people are not concerned with you. They're more concerned with themselves. So just because, say you go to the gym and somebody looks in shape, they look really confident, stuff like that. Okay, they might be in good shape, but that person guaranteed has something else going on in their lives. It could be anything. It could be emotional trauma or something they're dealing with. Everybody's dealing with something. You don't know. And 99% of the time, people are concerned about themselves, because that's just how humans are. That's how we are. We're concerned with other people think of us because we have these egos. I mean, look at babies. Babies don't have egos coming out of the wound. Babies are babies. They're 100% pure to who they are. It's until society kind of, I won't say wrecks them because that sounds very negative, but it's until society gets a hold of them, or they start going through these family situations or school, and suddenly their mind's being reprogrammed with these belief systems and thought structures. And that affects how they live their life from that point forward. So until we recognize that and we really get a handle on our egos and how our egos are affecting us, we're always going to be stuck in the same place. So be mindful of your ego. Recognize that most of us as humans, we care what other people think of us too damn much. If we could only be like our dogs or our cats, they don't care. They don't have an ego. They live their life simply. They don't care that they're overweight, underweight, malnourished, whatever. They try to survive as best as they can. And we try to survive as a human nature as best as we can, and we use it by trying to protect ourselves, and our ego is protecting ourselves. But if we can let go of the ego, we can create a new story for ourselves, and we can live that ideal life. If you took away the ego from everybody, all humans, it would be a very different world. Because many people are motivated by their egos, whether it's through politics, religion, a lot of stuff, social media, even the celebrity world. A lot of people are in their head. They're in their ego all the time. And the more we can recognize that, the more we can tap or get out of it, get out of that world, create a new story for ourselves, and stop worrying about what other people think, and instead do what we want to do. Realize that we've been programmed to maybe for us, we think, I hate to exercise. You hear a lot of people, I hate to exercise. Well, I don't like to exercise every day either, but why? Because chances are we've had a bad experience with it in our past. There might have been that one time that we ran on a treadmill and we felt horrible because we were out of breath. Or it goes back to second grade, running that lap, and we were out of breath and all the kids laughed at me. But the truth is, you don't like exercise because your brain keeps thinking back to that one or two instances in your life. Okay, maybe running on the treadmill is not for you, but you're discounting all exercise, all movement. As humans, we want to move. We do. We want to move. But it doesn't have to be running on a boring treadmill. It's boring as hell. So we need to kind of figure out where we've been programmed, or what from our past is limiting us, limiting our beliefs, so that we can overcome that and we can do things in our lives that help us get to that next version of ourselves and release the ego and realize that Majority of the time, people don't care what we're doing, how we look. They're not even looking at us. And just get on with our lives. Have more fun. Tap into what you truly desire, what you truly want, what your heart says, not what your ego says, because your ego is going to tell you that you want things that other people want. You know, if you want to lose weight, why do you want to lose weight? Is it because you want to look good to impress somebody so people won't laugh at you? Is that why you want to lose weight? Or do you want to lose weight to be healthy? Because you're scared that people will laugh at you if you're not healthy? Or do you want to lose weight because you're scared of something? Are you scared of dying? For a lot of people, they're scared. They have a general fear of getting some sort of sickness or disease. A lot of times it's a number of factors. But truly ask yourself, why do you want to do what you want to do? Why do you have these goals? And pay attention to whether it's your ego talking, saying, I want to look good because I think other people look good and I want to fit in with society. Or is your heart telling you, I want to lose weight because I don't feel good? When you don't feel good, it shows. I mean, when you don't feel good, that is not a place where you want to be. You want to feel better. We all want to feel better. That is the ultimate goal. We want to feel good. We want to feel good. And that is what it all really boils down to. So if you're doing something, or if your goal, say weight loss or getting a person in your life, a relationship, if your goal is not internal to you, if your goal is only to prevent yourself or to protect yourself from being laughed at or to fit in this norm, but you feel so much resistance to this goal because it's not truly what you want, then you need to re-look at, your why. Or you need to switch the perspective on it and say, okay, I really do want to feel good. So that's where you can really tap into and really get to that next place for yourself by limiting your listening to the ego and your desires on just a physical or superficial level, but actually getting to your true why. Getting to your true why, because we all have something inside of us that is telling us that, okay, the ultimate goal is that I want to feel better. I want to feel good. I want to feel good. It's not that I want to look good. It's that I want to feel good. And sometimes that comes with weight loss, but not always. Sometimes it just comes with, if you put the focus not on losing something, but on just being healthier, then that's the switch that's going to really, 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 really help you out and change your life and shift your reality and shift things for you. Once you start believing that you are already that person, you're already worthy, and stop the negative beliefs about yourself that I need to do this, I want to do this, I need to lose weight, I need to lose. Why not focus on gaining something? I'm going to eat healthier. I'm going to be healthier. I'm going to be more mindful. I am more mindful. I am more mindful. So that's the difference. Not wanting, needing, feeling that you're really lacking something, but actually being that person and living as that person and getting rid of the ego and what people think, So that's it for today, guys. I will see you on the next video. Take care.